Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news on Detroit's east side, where 2 teenagers have been shot. One of them has died.
It happened on Frankfort Street, right in the area of East Warren and Dickerson. That's close to Chandler Park Golf Course. Now, we want to get right out live to that scene.
Tim Pamplin is there for us. Tim, I understand you have some new information since we spoke to you last at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we do, guys. Very sad information. We've established that it is, in fact, the 13-year-old little boy that has been killed out here. A 13 and 17-year-old was struck when they were standing outside a home down here on Frankfort Street. 2 other young men approached, I'm being told. They got into an argument. The 2 that approached, one of them pulled out a weapon, started firing, striking the 13 and the 17-year-old. Again, they were both transported to the hospital where the 13-year-old was pronounced dead upon arrival. The 17-year-old were awaiting a condition. The shooters took off on foot. They weren't in a car. They took off running down Frankfort Street here. Now, we are just waiting for the police chief to arrive. I'm being told Chief Craig is on his way out here to the scene. Chief White is on his way out here to the scene. Once he gets here, we'll bring that information to you. But for now, that's the situation. 13-year-old, 17-year-old, both shot. 13-year-old killed. Back to you guys downtown.
It's awful. All right, Tim.
We've got some other news to share with you tonight. A Ford employee is in trouble right now with the feds, and that's after child pornography was allegedly found on his work computer, also his phone.
Sean Lane joins us live with how the automaker didn't hesitate to investigate and what that decision means for the case. Sean.
You're right. Federal case here. We're digging into the paperwork here. Absolutely fascinating case. And you're right. Ford jumped right in to help out. Our crime and safety expert, Darnell Blackburn, says that was the right thing to do.
It's a great job of the Ford Motor Company to report this right away and to get law enforcement involved to investigate it.
Local 4 crime and safety expert Darnell Blackburn reacting to Ford Motor Company helping put a stop to allegedly extremely troubling crimes involving a Ford employee and a company-issued Ford laptop computer. Federal court documents reveal that Michigan State Police Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force got a tip that a Ford employee allegedly had child pornography on a company laptop and a company cell phone. Charged in this case is Mitchell Fisher of Commerce Township. With no hesitation, Ford immediately launched an internal investigation. The FBI says Ford was able to extract material from Fisher's computer that depicts videos of what they believe is child pornography and hand that material right over to federal investigators. Investigators raided Fisher's home, finding information that he may be traveling to Florida, and he was arrested at DTW.
Like I said, this is what we want to see as law enforcement personnel. We want them to report this. If you see something, say something.
Let's get back to Mitchell Fisher here now, arrested at DTW, in custody, facing 2 federal charges now related to child pornography. It's possessing child pornography, Kim, and also transporting child pornography. We'll stay on it. Back to you.
Oh, you will. Okay, Sean, thank you.
Prison time for a former Macomb County official in a long-running corruption case. Anthony Morocco was the Public Works Commissioner from 1993 to 2016. The feds accused him back in 2016 of withholding county permits from developers who refused to contribute to his campaign through fundraisers. Morocco pled guilty last fall to attempted extortion. His sentence is 3 months behind bars, plus at least 1 year under house arrest. He was also ordered to pay a $50,000 fine.
A Dearborn police officer will not be charged with shooting and killing a man inside a police station. Newly released video shows the moment a man walked in with a gun and tried to shoot officers. And we want to warn you, the video may be disturbing. Prosecutors say Ali Jaji pulled out a gun within seconds of walking into the Dearborn police station back in December. Video shows him point it at an officer and pull the trigger, but the gun did not fire. Police say the officer was behind a bulletproof window, ran to get his gun, and fired back, killing Naji. Prosecutors say Naji may have been in the middle of a mental health episode, but a motive is unknown. Prosecutors say the officer acted in self-defense and no charges will be issued.
The state of Michigan is one step closer to passing history-making gun control bills in the wake of last month's shooting at MSU. Earlier today, the Senate passed an 11-bill package along party lines. It includes red flag laws, requirements for safe storage, and universal background checks. Republicans opposing red flag laws say they wouldn't have stopped the Michigan State shooter. The Democratic-led House may take up the legislation as early as next week. Governor Whitmer has said she will sign it.
And it was also a big day for the LGBTQ+ community after the governor signed legislation expanding the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act. Our Grant Herms joins us live with a closer look at what the new protections mean and the long road to secure them. Grant.
Well, Kimberly, advocates have been pushing for these laws to become laws for 40 years now. And today, Michigan joins 21 other states around the country that already have these laws on the books. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signing into law new protections for gender identity and sexual orientation into the state's civil rights laws.
To quote one of our own, Detroit native Lizzo, it is about damn time.
The state's laws now protecting LGBTQ Michiganders in areas like employment, housing, and public access. The bill's author, Southfield Democratic Senator Jeremy Moss.
While I'm running through the tape today and taking all of you with me, this baton has been passed from generation to generation.
For advocates like Azarina Mwakasege, the day was one of mixed emotions, part relief, part pride, and part sadness the protections were necessary at all.
There's such happiness because it means that someone knows, like, hey, we have a problem with discrimination.
The signing comes after opponents said the protections could infringe on religious freedom despite religion already being named in the law. And it comes as school districts and libraries across the state have been under assault from conservative groups and parents over LGBT books on the shelves and drag show events, calling them harmful to children. Ultimately, one of the most powerful speeches of the day given by one of the law's original authors.
We're on this earth to move the pendulum a little bit in our lifetime. And if we do, by God, we've done something.
Now, another interesting thing here is this law competes with another law that's already on the state books that outlaws same-sex marriage. That law has been dormant since 2015 when nationally same-sex marriage became legal, but nonetheless, it is still on the books, a similar fight likely gearing up that we saw similar to abortion over the summer. Grant Herms, Local 4.
Okay, Grant, thanks.
Well, the recent bad news for some banks may mean some good news for the housing market. For the first time in weeks, mortgage rates are dropping and buyers are now taking notice. Our consumer investigator, help me, Hank Winchester, is talking with the real estate pros. And Hank, they seem cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, Karen, they certainly do. I mean, any tick down in the rates, that is good news, right? But the concern still as we head into the spring market is the inventory. It remains low, but as you'll see, buyers, sellers, they're now showing a little bit of interest. Take a look. The spring real estate market typically is a buying and selling season. However, the last year, a real struggle. Climbing interest rates, low inventory, and homes getting multiple offers.
The rates where they're at and buyers being a little more careful with their money, they're not throwing these offers out where they were, going 60 grand over asking, waiving appraisals, waiving inspections. I think, buyers have become a little, consumers become a little more kind of aware of what's going on.
Now a change, rates dropping, hovering near 6%. That may seem high to some of you, but historically, it's still a great rate.
My dad told me when his rate in 1991 was at like 15%. So, historically, these are very low.
So why are rates dropping right now? They were just over 7% a few weeks ago. The banking instability recently creating some new real estate opportunities.
I think affordability. I mean, even every little bit helps at this point, and I think that's what you'll see.
Realtors now preparing for spring sales. Inventory remains a bit low, but lower rates may bring out more buyers or encourage some of you now to make the next move.
For instance, this weekend I have about 8 showings on the first day on Saturday on this specific house. So that kind of shows you that there is a lot of interest out there and people are starting to get back into the market right now.
Back out here live, let's talk about inventory again for a minute. Again, it remains low as we head into the spring season, nowhere like what we saw last year. And if rates continue to tick down, maybe if we get into the upper 5s, you may see people putting their homes on the market, maybe looking for their next opportunity to move. We're live here tonight in Beverly Hills. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank. Back to you.
Moving in the right direction. We like that. Thank you, Hank.
All right, well, we Saw temperatures in the 50s today, but
so nice.
It was nice.
It was
It
nice.
comes with a catch,
It
though, in the form of rain.
Couldn't last all day, but we got through most of the day with those middle 50s. And now, what are we seeing? The darker green here, slightly heavier rain, almost right on top of the I-75 corridor here, moving to the east-northeast, 35 to 40 miles an hour. So, moving your way shortly here in Warren, probably getting some drizzle. And again, we're really tracking this thicker band of more moderate to heavier rain, but we're also seeing some breaks in the action back through Monroe, Lenawee counties. We'll call it rounds or bouts of rain that should get a little heavier later tonight and overnight. Temps falling out of these. It's still 51 degrees now as rain has reached the airport, but middle 40s through midnight. And again, more rounds of rain overnight into St. Patrick's Day with more changes in the 7-day coming up.